So I'm sitting here and I think I like sneezed. Why did the whole chair fall apart? What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl janiaaaliyah and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hey, welcome. I would offer you a seat, but y'all already know only my subscribers can sit down. So if you're trying to get you a seat, then go ahead and smack that subscribe button down below and hurry up, cause I got a crook in my neck. So today I'm gonna do a little get ready with me chit chat, maybe edge tutorial, positively. Yes. So today I have to go to class and I'm gonna be doing a little after class routine video. So if that's up already, check that out. But I'm also gonna do a little get ready with me and show you how I do my edges and put on my headband wig and just all that little stuff, because it's gonna be 80 degrees today. So after class, me and my friend gonna do some work outside and stuff, and I'm gonna show y'all how I make these edges last all day, including through the heat. So with that being said, let's get into it. So now basically I have my wig cap and I got it. Ooh, I got a hole in my wig cap. I got a hole in my wig cap. But yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. So as you can see, my edges is already like kind of done, but usually I have to go in and either add some more gel or some water. And so these are the two gels I use. In this one, make sure if you get it, it say the one for thick and coarse hair, okay? That matters a lot. But I'm gonna just go in and put some water on it and we'll see how they look from there. But while I'm doing it, let me tell y'all a story. So basically, I think senior year of high school, when I was like trying to decide what school I wanted to go to, and if y'all seen some of my other videos, y'all probably already kind of know that I honestly did not really know what school I wanted to go to. Like, I mean, well, I did, but my daddy said that was too expensive, so I couldn't go there, right? And I didn't want to, you know, get no loans and stuff. I just didn't want to do that. Oh yeah, this is going good. But yeah, so then they took me on a little tour or whatever to this other school that was in Georgia, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, and I wasn't really feeling it. I was kind of just like, all right. So now fast forward, I think I found out about my school through a friend that had actually applied here. And so this friend, like, she was telling me, she was just like, yeah, I was telling her like how I didn't, you know, really know what school I wanted to. I don't really know schools in Georgia like that. And yeah, and that's when she had told me, she was like, oh well, you know, I want to go here, like I met some cool people there and it's gonna be so much fun. And what else did she say? And then she was just like, yeah, but the thing is, like, you got to make sure you apply early though, because that's when they're gonna give out all the scholarships. And I'm like, ooh, I need that. So I applied early, and I think I heard back from them. Like, I think I maybe heard back from them like a month or two later. It wasn't a long time, because you know, like some other schools, sent out like sent out their decisions like like in March, April-ish. So if you was waiting on that school, if you was praying and hoping you was getting into that school, and you know, didn't pay no other deposits for other schools and nothing yet, and you didn't get into that school that you was waiting on, girl, you shouldn't be out of luck. And so yeah, so they got back to me pretty early, and I was just like, okay. Now the only thing was, I didn't have any other school specifically that I was waiting on, but at the same time, I hadn't even visited that school yet, and I wasn't even like completely sure if that's even where I wanted to be at. So the bad part about that was we was like required to pay a little deposit. And so that deposit was supposed to it was supposed to cover, like, I think our, like, a little small housing deposit, and it was supposed to secure our housing, like secure our spot in housing, right? And so basically what that means is the sooner you pay your deposit, the higher priority you get when it comes to choosing housing. Which meant if you paid your deposit on the last day, because it was due like May 1st, so if you paid your deposit on the last day that it was due, then you wasn't gonna get no you was gonna get whatever the last dorms they had was. And I didn't want to do that. I was just like, I mean, because it was pretty likely that I was gonna end up going there, but I at least wanted to see it first. Like, I had just applied because I literally didn't like have anywhere else that I really wanted to go to that I applied to. I applied and got into a lot of schools, but like when it came time to actually, you know, choose a place, I really didn't care too much for them. And so finally, you know, I got in or whatever, and I'm telling my dad, like, yeah, hey, you know, pay the deposit. Now, this deposit was $500. And I don't think, you know, I guess they really ain't want to pay it if I wasn't 100% sure. But the deposit was fully refundable. That's the thing about it. But yeah, that's the thing about it. Like, if I had decided I didn't want to go there, they would have gave my money back. That was it. So that's when you know, my deposit, it didn't get paid early. And then after, like, okay, so I got accepted, and so after I got accepted, probably like a few weeks later, that's when they sent like the little letter in the mail saying you got accepted too. Because the first one, that was just the email. So they sent me the email first. So they sent the email first, you know, saying, oh, you got in, you got accepted, like, woo, hey, welcome. And like with little, I guess we were supposed to have a little celebration like at the school, but of course Corona, so that never happened. And with the email, I think maybe like a week after I got the email, they sent like something else for my major, because I had put my major in as like business, even though I was kind of undecided. I really, let me turn this light on. I really had actually wanted to do something like in sports management, but they didn't have that. So I was just like, okay, you know, I'll just look at business, because I really ain't no child and still barely do. But so yeah, I had applied for like the business school, and so once I like got in, that's when they had sent like a little email for like some little scholarship and competition inside the business school or whatever. And mind y'all, this was all needed because this school expensive, yeah, and it's private too, so that means that you don't get all your government funding and stuff here. And so yeah, so of course that's when I look at the day, and I was honestly contemplating even going to begin with, because yeah, I got in, but I had at the time got into a lot of schools, none of which I knew if I was actually gonna go. So I was kind of just, I let it sit there for a little bit. And then when I finally like got to narrowing down in my application process, that's when I was like, okay, well, I'll at least go to this one, and then that way I can also like see the school, because a part of like that whole scholarship event, they was gonna give little tours and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, you know, I can see the school. And so and so of course this is in January, and so Corona was not like that big yet. Like, I think it, like, people may have been starting to hear about it, but it wasn't that big yet, to the point where I think we was like, was we wearing masks? Nah, I don't think we was wearing masks or anything at that point. But yeah, so I show up and I'm getting ready. Let me let this dry. Yeah, I like to let the gel dry, because I find it helps me like swoop it better and stuff. But yeah, so we get there or whatever, and my dad, I guess he wanted to see it too. Or I don't know if I had to have a parent, I don't know, but he drove me, and one of my friends who also had applied to go there and got in, she came with me too. So we get there, and they gave us these little bags with our names on it. We had to check in and stuff, and the campus itself looked pretty nice. Like, I thought it was cute. I thought it was, you know, I'm like, okay, because mind you, I had only toured one other school and I didn't like it, and so I'm like, yeah, you know, I think this school is pretty cool. And then I wanted to see like a lot of black people, and I did. They were outside. They were there. And so that really, like, I don't know if they got paid to sit outside or what, but I never saw them again. But yeah, so that's when, you know, we walk around during the tour, seeing the dorms. I'm like, okay, yeah, like those look pretty good too. Like, you know, it's up. So that's when I think we had to go like sit through this little like we had to do a lot of stuff like during the whole program or whatever. Oh, let me turn y'all down. But yeah, so we had to go sit through a little seminar or whatever, right? And tell me why we go into this little, I think it was a little auditorium type building, right? We go in there, we sit down, and like basically I think a lot of us, like, we were really early, so like even though we was there, like nobody was talking yet, nobody was on the stage or anything yet, we was just there. So we sitting down, me and my friend, we sat in the first row because there wasn't a lot of people in there, and I didn't want to, you know, hide in the back or whatever. So we sit in the first row, and I felt my chair like wiggling, wobbling, but I didn't really think much of it. I didn't think much of it at all. So that's when, you know, we all sitting there, we was waiting. So I think I was like playing some games on my phone or whatever. And then I think my friend, like, she may have been talking to somebody, and we just playing a waiting game. So of course this entire time my chair is still wiggling, wobbling, boobling, bobbling. And I'm just, at this point, I didn't know what was going on. So I'm just trying to stay still, because I'm like, I don't know what's going on with this chair. But all I know is I'm going to just be still, so it don't have no reason to, you know, wiggle wobble. Because it was making noises too. And I'm just like, ooh, like, can you, like, be quiet? And so I'm like, okay, like, I'm not going to get no chair. I'm not going to get this chair no reason to act up. So I'm going to be super still. So I'm sitting here, and I think I, like, sneezed. Why did the whole chair fall apart? I literally sneezed, and when I opened my eyes, I was sitting on the floor on my butt because the chair done freaking fell apart. And now y'all may be thinking, Jania, like, that right there should have been a sign for you, and it should have. And it should have. But yes, child, I fell out my chair, and I should have sued them. Maybe I could have got more scholarship money. But yeah, that's on me. But that was the story, y'all. I just thought I'd share that because I was just thinking yesterday, like, wow, like, the first time I came here, like, this school really put me on my butt, like, literally. Okay, so here go the edges. Period. So I had to put a little bit of water on there too, because like I feel like with this combination, that's all I be needing, like, to put a little bit of water on there, especially if it turned white. Like, just put a little bit of water, okay? Because if I use one by itself, one ain't gonna hold right, and then if I use the other one by itself, the other one turns white. So, and so next we got our headband wig, and y'all, this probably is one of my favorite headband wigs. Like, I'm starting to love these things. But anyways, yesterday I had it in a bun. The bun kind of messed up, so we gonna fix that, but I'm gonna put it on first. Okay, and so we got our bun. Let me turn this off. Period. Bun is looking good. Okay, so next I think I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and I'm also gonna show y'all my super secret secluded makeup routine. Yeah, just for you, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody.